The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And some room to work. He's got daylight. The 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Down. 18 Gator. 6, right there. 56. It's a party now. Party now.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
30 base.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
On the ready. 80 weapon. Let's go! Dude.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
11. All day, baby, all day. Let's go.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping,
Here we go.
those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11. Check. Hey, orbit.
I can't believe they let you play.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Baby, all day.
Well,
All
not
day.
a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game.
He's crashing.
But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Go now. Let's go.
10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
56 is the mic.
In yo.
On second down, Kamara.
Check nickel.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Hill to throw on 3rd and 1. Hill's hit, and he lost the football.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So here we go on 4th. Hill. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
65.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Come on,
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Watch the out. Slam.
5.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Topper!
56. Check 56.
Ready?
Now Kamara. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
60 outlaw.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Hill. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Better be afraid of me.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, Charlie.
6 guys.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Bravo. Shoot.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. And he finds Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On first down, Murray. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Hill now operating from the red zone. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Kamara.
Tighten up.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Alert flare, alert flare.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Set, ready. 15 lining, 15 lining. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go one more. Right. Deuce. Run.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. 180.
54.
Hey, alert.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 180. 2.
65.
65.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
On the ground, this is Kamara.
Run.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Set. 30
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
All you get is a headache.
Protein spill. Golf. Ready.
To throw is Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready.
Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Come on, set.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Here's Hill. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Check 43. Switch.
Garoppolo on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. This is Coleman with a grab. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Stay with your man. 49, check 49, check 49.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, as the first half is winding down. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gold with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Hill now to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 5.
3rd and long. It's Hill. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Hill. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Running with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try the air now with Hill. That's caught. It's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Check hot route. Hot, hot.
80 weapon. Go.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Gator.
They can't hang with
61. Matchbox lights.
They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
47.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get one, Omaha. Hey, come on. Get hot.
Garoppolo looks to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. And we've got a dandy here. 1 point game as we begin the fourth. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Get out of here, man. Go, run.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Here we go. What do you need?
Hey, keep it up.
47's the mic. 47.
11.
Throwing on second and 14. Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 29 yards. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
All day, baby, all day.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. From the 30 on second down. Hill. He'll air it out deep for time. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Saints. 43 yards on the ground, Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 27 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Hill looks to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not. Returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. He finds Coleman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
We got this.
21 yards there on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check Mike 47. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Drops it off for Coleman. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo.
Garoppolo to throw.
Hey, let's get this.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. 6-6, pull it high.
Mike 47.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Big edge.
Six.
Check 31.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo.
6-man.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it?
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47.
13.
Hey.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right.
Back to throw.
Hey, let's get there.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here we go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, alert!
The Mike.
Hey!
The Mike.
High 7.
I got one. Mike's 47.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
70, Indy.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Go.
And they will take a knee here. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, punk.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is, in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down,